Welcome to Jon S Sports Channel, everything Championship League 1 and running, and we're doing Championship, and it's Luton Town versus West Brom on this dark evening of the 1st of November. And yeah, it's my meningitis from when I was 40 is really getting in my chest today. And we are going to go through the teams. It's Luton on a 3-4-1-2. West Brom on a 3-4-1-2. Oh yeah, 3-4-1-2. And West Brom on a 4-2-3-1. So we're going completely different. Let's see which formation works best, with Kaminski in goal for Luton, with a back three of Hashioka, McGuinness and Mengi. Across the middle we have Moses, Clark, Kraus and Bell. We have a number 10, which is number 14 of Chong. And we have up front Adebayo and Carlton Morris. Let's go for West Brom. And West Brom have Palmer in goal. We have a back four of Furlong, Holgate, Styles and Hagan. We have a staggered mid of Dangana, Rakic, Wallace, Mowat and Grant, and Maya up front, Now from that I can see that West Brom don't seem to be trying very much to change this how they're playing. I'm just a little bit concerned with their abilities up front. That ability to actually get some technical shots out. I'm looking for Carl and Grant to get some decent crosses in to get the shots off, or even to get a couple of really good hard shots on target from outside. Dangana can do it. He's done it occasionally. Some decent cracking shots, but they whisked away from the ones I've seen, have whisked away from the far post, or tends to be the far post. It tends not to whip them high. It tends to whip them too long. I just get a little bit worried when I see no change. I want to see some technical ability from them today. Let's see if we get that technical ability as excuse me, as I try and open up the game to log on first. Oh dear me. Log on and we shall see if we can get this up and running before we go in. We'll do which one shall we do on here? We'll do the stats on there. We'll do the table on there. We'll keep the table on. Because usually what we do on the tablet, I'd put a nice simple scorecard of the different scores, but we've only got one today, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to go into the Luton West Brom. We'll bring up my it's already been through the lineups. I'm even going to check that the lineups against here, just to make sure. You never know. So, Kaminski, Hashioka, McGuinness, Mengi, midfield, Moses, Clark, Kraus, Bell, and then we've got Chong supporting Adebayo and Morris, and then West Brom we have Palmer, with Furlong, Holgate, Styles, Hegem at the back, staggered mid of Dangana, Rakic, Wallace, Mowat and Grant, and Josh Mayer up front. So let's go in, and we will play. Ooh, we've got the Tamworth Huddersfield game on there. So turn that one up, and we shall be listening to.
Whereas West Brom, they had a fantastic start to the season with no wins in their last 6 4 draws.
Here we go, and it's
and early on the left-hand side.
We are off, and it's Diane Garner for West Brom, who is out first, and West Brom are gonna start. Let's see if we can get some really good shots from this team, shall we? The technicality's just not been there for me, and I want to see some real grit from West Brom. At the minute, that grit just seems to be a bit more like a mushy marshmallow. Yes, I'm going to upset people. I always do. West Brom, the mushy marshmallows. How about that? What do you really think about this? They pass to Moa. We will be hearing the Mr. Rakic. Now West Brom are over the halfway line. They're just passing it between each other. They're trying to find a way through this line of Luton Towns. They pass it forward and they're offside. You see, the first time they really try and get past that line of Luton. I want to say defenders, but it's everybody lined up trying to stop them getting through. And Rakic, who actually created that offside by passing it through, is actually now injured. Releasing the ball as he gets tackled. So we also have Tamworth versus Huddersfield. We have Tamworth versus. Let's put that one in. We do League One. I didn't realise Tamworth versus Huddersfield was on today, to be honest, but we will go. So we have now got Tamworth Huddersfield on here. So there we are. We've now added a game, and we are is back with in goal with kicks. Yeah, West Brom kick it out, but it's for a Luton throw-in. Luton throw to Furlong. Furlong in defence kicks it out. It goes to a Luton player. Manages it. He's ping-pong balling around. Wallace eventually gets it, runs into the far left. Wallace now for West Brom, runs into the far left. Oh, Mengi does a timely interception there by Mengi as he then runs it, kicks it forward, but Maya now eventually gets it back for the Baggies, and the Baggies passing it back to Moet. We're just trying to keep this ball now, I think, and West Brom now with Rakic, and Rakic can try and we are in the first half, and we're just it's a little bit ping pong ball, I must admit, at the minute. So we are Paddy McNair. Always makes me laugh, Paddy McNair. Alfreton are 1-1 with Notts County. Notts County 1, Alfreton 1. Luton Town now have a shot at, but not a very good one really. And it's West Brom goal kick. So we are back with the West Brom goalkeeper, and the West Brom can, if anything's to go by, they're going to start to go straight into that midfield area, and they do, but Kraus takes it off them. He's trying to get through that, kicks it, they're kicking it through, the West Brom defence just kicking out, and it's a throw-in, quite a dangerous throw-in on Luton's far right. Hashioka back to Mengi. Luton now in defence. This is the difference at the minute. We're seeing that Luton Town are kicking it forward and running after it, whereas West Brom are building it up from the back. but then Chong grabs it from West Brom, intercepts it, gives it to Mengi. Now Mengi can go on the right hand side for Luton Town, and nope, back forward, back to Hashioka, Clark. A lot of people on this right hand side for Luton at the minute. Kraus, Clark now, push it forward to Adebayo. Adebayo's in the box. What can he do? Oh, looks like he gets a corner. Now Adebayo wins a corner, and we will wait and see what this corner gives us. To be honest, I should be about 30 seconds ahead of the radio. I should be able to see this game slightly ahead of the commentator, or at least give you the result slightly ahead of the commentator. Furlong, straight to Furlong, kicks it out, only as far as Kraus just outside the box, but he passes it back to Bell. Chong, Clark. Back to a defender, kicks it forward, but only as far as Styles in the West Brom box. Mowat kicks it out, but it only goes as far as Mengi. And Mengi, what's he going to do on the left? He kicks it, and it doesn't get met by anybody, and it goes out for a West Brom throw-in. Seeing as we've added the the Tamworth game. My estimate here would be it was Tamworth 0, Huddersfield 3. Let's see what's happening at the minute. 7 shots already, 1 on target for Huddersfield in 23 minutes. So they've actually done quite well. It's a Huddersfield corner. Cross it into Hollis, and Tamworth. It's a Tamworth corner. Tamworth cross it into Hollis, and I think goes out for another corner. And Tamworth are actually attacking. So when was that game actually on? Because I didn't actually get that one. So they've been on for 15 minutes. They were at 7:45. So Lonvik gets that one, and kicks it, but only gives it out to Creaney. Creaney has a shot, and it's off target, and that's quite close to the right hand goal post there. So should really have hit target there for Tamworth, and Tamworth aren't giving up without a fight here. As Huddersfield go forward with Lonvik in goal now, just kicking it out to Lees. And Huddersfield are building from the back. We're actually, this is quite an interesting little game of Hudders, I think. Turton. Tries crossing it, but Tamworth cut it out and kick it forward, but only as far as Lees. Back to Pearson. He threads it forward, but Tamworth just kick it out. Gets back to Turton. Can they get across the halfway line? No. Hollis grabs that one. And this time Creaney grabs it for Tamworth, and that kick forward is a little bit more. They try doing a long ball to chase, and Maxwell grabs that one. And on 24 minutes, it's now another corner for Tamworth, and Tamworth can try and whip a corner in there. And it gets kicked out to Pearson. And they're attacking, and it's crossed, and it's Hollis to kick it out for Tamworth, and Tamworth get it out as far as a Huddersfield player, but eventually it does come back to Huddersfield, just outside the box, but Fairlam grabs it for Tamworth, and it's not going all Huddersfield's way. Quite surprising. So it's Notts County 1, Alfreton 1, Tamworth 0, Huddersfield 0. And in this one, Carlton Morris has a shot there for Luton Town, but it's off target. We'll listen to it in a minute as it gets to. What's it say on FIFA 24? It was always leaning back. It was going to go over the bar. If you're, well, one thing I've learned, you lean back when you're striking the ball, it always goes... Yeah, okay. For those of us who've played FIFA. Yeah. It's with Bell now for Luton Town in the Luton West Brom game. Moses gives it short to Morris. Morris now passes it back to Bell. We're just trying to keep the ball, I think, with Luton. Pass it to the right-hand side with Mengi, Hashioka, who keeps making little runs down the side. He's made another one, but Styles grabs it from him this time. Gives it back to Moa. Hagan, Moa, a couple of 1-2s, tries giving it to Wallace. He does get it at second bite and takes it away from his the guy trying to tackle him. Hagan, back to Palmer, Moa. We're just passing it around now, trying to make sure that we're not too far out. At Tamworth, it's Tamworth 37% possession and Huddersfield 63. We've now had a shot for off target for Tamworth, and it was from very, very close to the right-hand post. Grant now for West Brom. Ooh, Mengi intercepts that one for Luton. Quickly whips it to McGuinness. Across to Bell. Moses. Oh, it gets kicked back, but it's not found. West Brom have a throw in, and they give it almost straight to McGuinness. They got it and they crossed it, but it went to McGuinness. And then McGuinness does the same back, and it's with West Brom again. Eventually with Styles on the left-hand side, and West Brom now can try and break down his left and try and kick it in. And on 13 minutes, it stops. We believed it was a corner, and it isn't. It's a goal kick. Everybody stops thinking it's a corner, and it's the only person to think not is the referee. So Luton now up with McGuinness, kicks it forward, but nobody's there to chase after it. And West Brom do a long kick into the left corner, but Kaminsky grabs it for Luton. And at the minute, it's just a little bit messy down here, and we've got a little bit ping pong ball here at the minute. Styles now to Moa on the left-hand side for West Brom, and West Brom can try and build down the left-hand side. Moa, it's a good interception there from Luton, but it goes out for a throw to West Brom. On the halfway line. If I have a more itchy nose, I'm going to have to turn off the live stream. Hagan gives it to Bell. Bell gives it back to Furlong. Furlong gives it to Kaminsky. Come on. Let's have some ball retention, please. We're talking good teams here. Two really good teams, and we can't keep the ball for more than 5 passes. Come on. We've had 3 passes. And he gives it to Mayer. And Mayer now for West Brom. And he's crossed the line, but Chong grabs the interception there and gives it to Moses. It's been played on the halfway line, and neither team seem to be able to get a good few kicks together. Kicks it forward, but it rolls out for a West Brom throw-in. And we'll leave you listening to the Luton West Brom. If anybody's there, then please do tell me which team you're supporting. We're gonna have a look at Tamworth as Huddersfield now start to attack. Huddersfield now. Look to Headley. And cross in, but Liberd from Tamworth will save that one. And we are currently in the 30th minute for Huddersfield have a corner. Let's see what happens here with Huddersfield. Cross it in, and Lundvik. Oh, it's pushed out by Creaney. He's trying to work his way out. He's actually trying to play his way out of the box here. Did it go for a corner? What are we on? 31 minutes. Yep, another corner for Huddersfield. So let's see what Huddersfield can do with this corner, and then we'll move straight back to the Luton game. Oh, no. They push it backwards, and it's cleared by Tamworth. Gets a throw in for Huddersfield. They try and do a through ball, but Ward and Finn are sort of like battling together. Who's going to come out with it? Tamworth come out with it. Gives it to Brown. And Brown now I think they're trying to slow it down as well, Tamworth, but 32 minutes, and just not Sing now for Tamworth. Pushes it forward, but it goes over, but Huddersfield clear it, but only as far as a red shirt, and I can't say that word. Tamworth player loses it on the edge of the box. Huddersfield tried playing it out, but it only goes as far as Tonks and Brown on the halfway line, and Tamworth can try and build it again. And Tamworth are actually doing some good football, and you wouldn't believe that they were the underdogs here. Huddersfield now playing it in from a throw near their own box. And we will see if 61% possession still to Huddersfield. Lundvik down to Headley. Tries crossing it, but Brown grabs that one. And gives it back to Lundvik, up to Ward. He runs it back, gives it to Ben Wiles. And Ben Wiles now. So gives it to Pearson. Pearson now on the right hand side. It's West Brom 0. It's Luton 0, West Brom 0. I did want to put that one on there. Libbard grabs it but loses it to Danny Ward. Danny Ward shoots and it's off target, and on 34 minutes we have a goal kick for Tamworth. Tamworth now just starting to try and show that they can actually get back into this game. They have a goal kick. Huddersfield have seemingly given Tamworth a little bit too much. I think they came here thinking that they were going to find it easy, and Tamworth are actually putting up a damn good fight. They've only got 31% possession, Tamworth, but they are certainly using that quite well to get down their own right, so Huddersfield's left. And they do seem to be getting all the way to the byline before they get it taken off them. Case in point, Tamworth have a throw-in in their own area. They lose it to Pearson, who kicks it wildly, and it's a ding-dong, it's like a ping-pong ball. Who's going to come out with it? I mean, I could tell you, the last 6 touches have gone to each team alternatively. Huddersfield have now passed it 4-5 times, and they're into the box with Hendley, but then Finn grabs it, and that's probably the longest set of passes I've seen so far in the game. So Finn now, he's got a free kick. He grabs the ball, he gets a free kick. So Finn is with the ball. Oh dear Lord! It goes out for a throw-in, and it's a dangerous throw. He gives it short for Huddersfield. They're right by the box. Can they cross it in? They cross it in, and Lopenda has a shot, and they got it. The defence kick it out, but only as far as he's gone to Wiles. Ben Wiles on the right hand side. Ben Wiles can cross it in. He crosses it in to Turton, and Turton has a he's not had a shot. He can't get it out. It's Kasumu, and Milnes grabs it, intercepts it, and tries to play it through midfield. So, we'll watch Tamworth as they come forward. Down the left-hand side this time. And we've got Creaney in the box. Oh, Maxwell takes it from him right in the penalty area. And that was a good interception by Maxwell for Huddersfield. And he tries playing it out. As we're listening to the Luton game, we'll just watch Huddersfield. Now pass it back to Ben Wiles and cross to Pearson. Pearson on the right-hand side. Turton's been running up and down like a man possessed. 1 minute is in defence, 1 minute is in attack. Headley on the left hand side, back to Longvik. Lees, he's got a good cross, Turton, hasn't he? To Lees. And we'll sort of leave that. 37 minutes, and Huddersfield certainly doing quite. If you want Huddersfield on the radio, I can give you Huddersfield on the radio. Seeing there's only one person on, I don't mind. If you're here to listen to Luton, we'll keep it on Luton. If you're here to listen to Tamworth, I can give you Tamworth. Luton. Then we go back to Luton game, and this is the game that we've got on radio at the minute. Mengi has the ball at the minute. What are we on? 23 minutes here. We've only had one corner in this game, and it started off as a West Brom on top, and after about 10 minutes it's suddenly changed, and for the last 15 it's been Luton. As Carlton Morris now is in midfield. He's passing it back to McGuinness. They do seem to be trying to hold the ball more, because in the first 15 minutes it was a little bit ping-pong ball where each team were passing it to each other. McGuinness at the minute grabs it back, crosses it forward, and Carlton Morris has a shot on target. Comes out, Moses has a shot, and that's off target, and it's going to be a goal kick to West Brom, and they're 2 bites at the cherry there with Luton, and they... So I'm about 15 seconds ahead of the radio. You can just hear it, can't you? And Luton had two very good chances. Well, 2 very good chances there. Sorry about that. Luton are on the ascendancy at the minute and kicks it out, but West Brom do get it back with Hegem. So Hegem now just in his own half, right in the middle. And just make sure we're looking at the other games at the same time. So we'll just go out and have a quick check. It's still Notts County 1, Alfreton 1 in the other FA Cup game. Free kick to West Brom. It's in their own half. There's not much. I heard they have been lobbing it forward, and it's not been working. Whether they'll do that with this one, I don't know. But it's gone short to Holgate, so, and then they try lobbing it forward, don't they? And Luton grab it in their right-hand corner. Play it forward. Adebayo now grabs it, gets across the halfway line. Adebayo gives it to Kraus just outside the box on the right hand side. Gives it to Hashioka. Hashioka on the right hand side of the penalty area. Passing it back to Mengi. Mengi for Luton. Oh, back into the halfway line to McGuinness. McGuinness now passed to Bell. Bell on the left hand side. Back to Kaminski. Pushes it forward all the way back to Hashioka on the edge of the box, but Holgate intercepts that cross into the middle, but he loses it and gives it back to Adebayo, who has a shot on target, and Palmer frantically kicks that one out. And I tell you what, it's just unbelievable. He's got the goal to hit, and he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. That's 3 times in the last few minutes. The first two within a minute. So West Brom now have a throw in the Luton half. This is probably the first time in ages they've been in it. At the minute, Luton are in the ascendancy, but we've seen games so many times this season already, even though it's a quarter of the way through, where Luton have been in the ascendancy, and all of a sudden it's been, oh shit, are we still playing a game? And they seem to just lose it or get a draw out of it when they thought they'd won it. Hashioka grabs it and tries running across the halfway line, passes it back to Mengi. They've gone from the right hand side to the left with McGuinness, and try the left hand side now. As McGuinness does a couple of 1-2s, tries crossing it back to the right hand side, but then it goes out for a West Brom throw in their own half by their penalty area. West Brom now. Top chat in there. I want all chat, don't I? Live chat. See if anybody wants any of the other games on. West Brom can throw it in. I think. Let's have a look. No, I can't remember that one. The only 2 games I can give you are the Huddersfield one and the West Brom away at Luton. So let's just go back, because that's this one's really in the ascendancy of Luton. Let's go to the Tamworth game. Tamworth have a throw in. That's the other reason why it disappeared. The game seemed to stop. He's just said he doesn't know why it stopped. And it's a goal for Tamworth! Tamworth has scored! I don't believe it! Throw in on the right hand side, and it goes into the box, and it's a goal for Tamworth. It's Tamworth 1, Huddersfield Town 0. This is what the FA Cup is all about. Let's just change that, because I don't know who you're supporting, but it's Dink. Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0. I got Tamworth 0, Huddersfield 3. How can Huddersfield be losing at Tamworth? And I can't believe it. From a throw-in on the right-hand side, Tamworth. I mean, it's a difficult position to get the ball into the box from there. It's not easy, and all good to Tamworth. They've managed to get a throw-in from miles from quite far out and into the net. So it's Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0. Huddersfield try the direct ball then from the spot and try pushing it straight forward, but Tamworth grabbed that one. We're on 45 minutes plus 4 seconds as Danny Ward grabs it but loses it to Liberd, and Danny Ward's a good player. Why he shouldn't be losing it to players like that? And he kicks it forward and Maxwell intercepts it. Thank God, because that would have been an embarrassing one to let in the net. Gives it to Turton on the right hand side, across to Lees in the middle. We're in their own half here. Pass it forward to Headley. Headley on the left hand side for Huddersfield. And it's going to be 4 minutes injury time. That's another 3.5 minutes of injury time at Tamworth. crosses it to Longvic in the middle. Got it. He runs into the left, but tries crossing it, but Shikuna grabs it, and it's kicked out. And we're on another 2 minutes. So it looks like that's going to end as Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0. It has been called. Now that's really strange. That's been called as half time. And it was way before the 4 minutes of injury time. Absolutely way before. I mean 3 minutes before that. They called that game at half time after 1 minute extra time. And that is weird, because they actually called 4 minutes extra time, guys, and it's not gone that far. So that one's finished for half time. Tamworth 1, Heart of Huddersfield 0. I'm expecting it to be the other way round. I'm even saying it. Notts County 1, Alfreton 0. That's half time. Let's have a quick scan at the timeline on that one, because I haven't been looking at that one. The first goal was for. The first goal was on 11 minutes. For Alfreton, and then the second goal, that was by Waldock, sorry. And then the second goal was for Notts, and that was Platt on 16. So that's that, and we're on 32 minutes now at Luton and Luton Town. We've got West Brom at last, putting 3 or 4 passes together. They managed to get into the Luton half, and now with Diangana on the right hand side, and Diangana just passing it back to the midfield, back forward again. Diangana back to forward to Rakic as it runs down, gives a 1-2 with Diangana. Furlong, crosses it, but Bell is there to clear it. But only clears it for a throw-in to West Brom, and West Brom are actually starting to look like they might be coming back into this one, and Luton haven't taken the advantage of their probably, what are we on, 33 minutes. They've had a good 20 minutes of being on top, and not really looked that threatening to the goal. West Brom have a cross come shot, but it's easily tapped sideways to Kaminski. Kicks it to Moses. And West Brom are just turning the tide a little bit here, as I say that, and they give a throw in to. I know it's gone to West Brom. Diangana. Back to Furlong. We're on the right hand side. Passing it back to Holgate. Back to Palmer. You see, they weren't doing that for the first 20-25 minutes, and now instead of just pushing it straight forward, they're actually pulling it back. They tried going up the left hand side, but it's kicked back by a Luton player. Lands with Carlton Morris on the right hand side in the West Brom area, and Luton Town now just trying to probe down each side, trying to probe down the right, back into the midfield, down the right, and it goes out for a West Brom throw in their own half. Moa, Diangana. Bell intercepts that one before it gets to Moa. Gives it to Kraus. Kraus now working hard in the on that sort of middle right hand side. And we started to see it turn. I think it's a free kick to Luton in a pretty dangerous position. So we'll see what the free kick for Luton does.
Trying to play as a left winger almost with Moses and doubling up.
So we are waiting for it.
With Hoshioka, and then you've got Clark just in the middle, just roaming around.
Taps it to Mozu, kicks it into the box, but Palmer managed to get that one and kick it out. But only as far as Chong on the left hand side. Goes into the box, crosses it in, but Styles this time manages to easily get rid of that one. But it only goes as far as back out to a Luton player, back in to cross and by Luton, and Styles brings it out for West Brom on the left hand side of the box, and all of a sudden Luton just looks slightly more threatening, and he lets it roll out, just can't control it, and short throw in by Luton. A couple of passes later, it's with Mengi, and Mengi can try and we don't know what he's going to do. Sometimes they cross it in, and this time they cross it all the way to the left hand side for Moses. Back to Bell, back to Chong. He's going into the corner with Clark, and then Morris cuts it back to Morris. Morris runs into the box. He runs further into the centre. He can't lay one off, so he lays one back to McGuinness, back to across to Mengi, but Mengi tries threading it through, and it gets to Styles. So it's a little bit of probing by Luton at the minute. They're determined not to get pushed back and let West Brom back into the game. They were in the game for the first 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and Luton then started to turn the screw, and in the last 5 minutes we've seen West Brom just start to have the nails to push Luton Town a little bit, as West Brom come forward now with Diangana, tries threading it through, but McGuinness on the left hand side can cut that one out. McGuinness passes it completely to the opposite side, eventually getting to Mengi, and they thread it through, welly it forward more like. And Moet grabs it in the West Brom half, tries playing it forward down the left hand side, because they do have some success down that left, but Krause manages to intercept that one, and they'll get a free kick. So Luton Town really not. He's run all the way down the left hand side, gives away a free kick, but he's on his own. He's not going to do anything else. Bit of ping pong ball in the West Brom half, comes back to Adebayo. Clark tries threading it to the left hand side, but Furlong's there to stop it, but he can't control it, Furlong, and it goes out for a Luton Town throw. And nice throw to Morris, but it's tapped out again. This is now a dangerous throw in for Luton Town. Can they do a Tamworth and throw it into the box and into the net? Let's see. Throws it short to Bell, and we've seen a lot of this. Teams have stopped throwing it into the box because it's more often than not you lose the ball. So they decided that it's better off throwing it short and keeping the ball and keeping possession, rather than throwing it in and risking losing the possession. And looks like it's a free kick to Luton, which is pretty dangerous in where it is, because it's comes in. Palmer gets it for West Brom, kicks it out, gives Luton another throw in, but it's in their own half. Back to Bell. It's 40 minutes and 7 seconds for me as Kaminsky has it for Luton Town. Tries hitting Morris, but Furlong and Morris have a quick tussle between them. A couple of hard tackles later, and I think it's a free kick to Luton. Luton have a free kick just inside the West Brom half. Yellow card to West Brom. The West Brom right back gets the yellow card there. And we will have a free kick for Chong for Luton. They'll probably give it short because they do seem to be short kicking doing short free kicks and short throw-ins to make sure they keep the ball. And he hasn't. He kicked it in, and he kicks it, just to prove me wrong. He kicks it straight at Palmer, and Palmer tries dribbling it out. He's not. He's got too many people around him, and kicks it out. It was just a bad kick, wasn't it? He kicks it forward and tries saying Carlin Grant, but it's like, yeah, out for a throw in to Luton. But I mean, all bet Luton's throw in forward was dreadful. It gets to Hegem for West Brom, and I think is it a West Brom free kick? No, we're carrying on with Moat. Holgate, Palmer kicks it forward, but Hashioka gets it for Luton Town. With 3 minutes from half time now. Pass it back to Kaminsky. Hashioka. Oh, Hashioka crosses it, but gives it away to Wallace in their own half. And Wallace now trying to run into the middle. He's playing it slowly, but pass it to McGuinness, and McGuinness gives it to Diangana, and Diangana has a shot, and it's on target, and it's saved. Kaminsky now. First West Brom shot, my God, and it comes out for Luton Town and Luton Town. Bell runs across halfway line, back to Krause, and just as we thought West Brom might just start to come back in the game, Luton Town seem to have realised it, and they start to turn the screw back again. And they won't let West Brom settle, they just won't let them. Luton Town try doing a cross-come shot, and Palmer kicks it out to Hashioka. And Hashioka is on the right-hand side, runs it into the centre. And Hashioka now in the middle, pass it to Chong on the left, who threads it through to Moses in the left-hand corner for Luton, who passes it a 1-2 with Chong. Chong and Moses. Chong crosses it in, but it's an easily collected by West Brom's goalkeeper.
Minutes almost on the clock. Luton 0, West Brom
44 minutes and 8 seconds, and it's Holgate for West Brom.
It's been the most exciting half of football for myself and Lewis to watch on, but the Championship, as we always say, can throw absolutely anything at
McGuinness for Luton. I hope you're listening to the radio, like the most boring game that he's seen this season, with the sounds of it. Oh, Kaminsky to Mengi. That's not me. That's the radio. Oh, Mengi kicks it forward. A wasteful shot. Wasteful cross-come shot from Luton. And it rolls to West Brom to play. Yeah. Palmer gives it to Hegem, and it's what a wasted I mean, I don't even know if it was a shot or a cross, but whatever it was totally useless. 5 minutes extra time to watch. Oh my God.
Almost like he's defeated already with the criticism he's getting. You don't almost think that he's a manager that gives up, but I mean his facial expressions, his body attitude, he doesn't look as into it as what, I mean it's fair to say that he was in the Premier League. He was so up for it on the touch.
Ooh, Carlton Morris gets a threaded through ball, but he loses it to Hegem, and Hegem's timely interception passes it to Furlong, pushes it forward to Diangana, does a quick 1-2 with Moat, back to Moat, back to Palmer. Palmer, bad kick, and it gives it to Krause, and Krause guffs it, and it goes out, luckily for West Brom, for a West Brom throw-in. But they're tackled hard as it comes in, and it goes out for a Luton throw-in. So Luton now have the throw-in. And it's just outside on, short to Kraus. Kraus tries crossing it, but Hegem, it's low, and Hegem grabs it, passes it back to Palmer, who kicks it out over the halfway line to McGuinness. We're on 46 minutes and 19 seconds and 5 minutes extra time. And it's back to McGuinness, pushes it forward down the right hand side to Carlton Morris. And Carlton Morris now trying to do a couple of 1-2s, but he just can't release the ball into the box at the minute. And 46 minutes. Passes it back to Mengi. He just can't do it. Mengi again kicks it in, and it's kicked out by the defence. Just wasteful kick in by Mengi. That's twice I think it's been Mengi. And
potentially go for goal. I mean, I'd be absolutely shocked if that goes down as a shot. I think he's almost taken a heavy burst, such a poor
it's a free kick to West Brom.
To try and keep it alive ahead of it. A West Brom man, he stabbed it back into the penalty area.
Right in the box, right in the centre circle. So 47 minutes. He goes it short to Rakic, who loses it but grabs it back on a second bite of the cherry. Kicks it forward down the right hand side. It's kicked out for a West Brom throw-in, and a little bit too far away for a direct attack from here, but let's see what West Brom can do. 47 minutes time, and West Brom are just starting to get back into it at a little bit too late now though. Perhaps. Looks like it might be a long throw-in into the box. 48 minutes. It is, and it's McGuinness who gets it though, and McGuinness can clear that one. Only as far as Furlong. Back into Mayer, and Mayer runs into the box, and Mayer, it's a goal! It's West Brom 1, it's Luton 0. West Brom 1. Let's listen. Josh Madger in the middle. It's unbelievable. It's been Luton Town all the way. And then on 48 minutes and 44 seconds, just 1 minute and 10 seconds from the end of the first half. And it's Luton Town 0, West Brom 1. Get the ball in the box. And I think that's probably only the second time they've got it in the box, to be honest.
It's a decent ball into the box, isn't it? But that's the first time. What did we say earlier in the first half?
So that's going to give us another 30 seconds, isn't it? As that is totally against the run of play. It's probably the second time, just the second time, West Brom have been in Luton Town's box. And all of a sudden, that was an absolute worldly prod by Maya, and it's in the net, and it's Luton Town 0, West Brom 1. So Clark now trying to respond for Luton Town. They've not got very long, about a minute I should expect, probably about 30 seconds extra time. There's Moses in the left hand side for Luton Town, but Diangana intercepts that pass. He's getting crunched into the corner by Chong, and Chong gets it off him. Chong now for Luton Town. Is that a corner on 50 minutes? Nice goal kick. Down as a goal kick. So it's a goal kick to West Brom. And that is it. Half time here at Luton Town, and it's Luton Town 0, West Brom 1. It's Tamworth 1. Huddersfield 0. And it's now there's been a goal at Notts County, and it's Notts County 2, Alfreton 1. There it is. We are playing at Tamworth, so let's have a quick look while they go on their break. We'll turn that off for now because it's. They'll start. The radio goes round in a loop, telling us that the basics of the first half, and we'll stay with Tamworth, who throw it in, but only as far. It's gone to Creaney. But Lees takes it off him for Huddersfield. And on 50 minutes and 21, it's Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0. Who would have guessed it? And they pass it back to their goalkeeper, Maxwell. Gets it. Lees, Maxwell, Lees, Lonvik. A nice little triangle at the back here. Oh, tries sending it down the left, but... Huddersfield lose it to Tamworth, and Tamworth can try and pass it now. Oh, bad pass there by Tamworth. Huddersfield throwing close to the left-hand corner, but they throw it short to Lonvik. Lonvik gives it to Lees. Lees gives it to Marshall. He walks it into the middle of the outside of the box and pass it back to Lonvik on the left. They just can't get through this line of Tamworth, and they're just throwing everybody into the box, make sure they can't get past this bloody line. And it's working as they go to the right hand side now for Turton, and he still can't do it. Back to Pearson, Lees. Back to Pearson, back to Lees. They just can't get through this line. They just cannot get through Tamworth's back line. We got Pender, Lonvik kicks it forward, and Tamworth defender, I think it's a goalkeeper actually, loses it, and it gives it to Radelovic, and Radelovic has, what's happened there? I think he's gone out for a corner. I want to see who scored here. Hang on a minute. It was actually the goal. It's the goal. The goal is actually down as a Maxwell own goal. So it's Huddersfield's goalie that scored the Tamworth goal. As Tamworth kick it out, but only as far as Marshall in the Huddersfield half. We got Pender for Huddersfield. Passed back to Headley. A couple of 1-2s. We're really taking it slow now. Huddersfield are just slowing it down into the left. That's twice that they've kicked it in there, and the Tamworth guy Singh this time kicks it but loses it to a Huddersfield player, but then grabs it back. And fortunately for Tamworth, they did manage to get it back at the second bite of the cherry. Welly it into the Huddersfield half, and a Huddersfield defender loses it to Tonka, and Tonks tries crossing it, but Kasumu intercepts that one for Huddersfield, and out to Lonvik, and Lonvik's doing some incredible running. Gives it to Headley on the left. 1-2 with Lonvik. He's still in his own half, but tries passing it. Radelovic back to Pearson on the right hand side. So across the halfway line with Turton. Turton trying to get into that corner area to try and do a cross, but he comes back and gives it to Pearson. Pearson gives it to Lees. What we're going to do? We're going to try the through ball to Kasumu. Kasumu managed to get it but can't do anything with it, and taps it to the right for Turton. Turton now looking to try and get into that right hand corner and somehow get a cross in, but on 54 minutes we're not doing all that well. In fact, we just had about 5 minutes ago there was actually the first yellow card for Marshall for Huddersfield. get a corner for Huddersfield. Comes it? They do take it quick, and it goes to the goalkeeper. Taps it out to Singh. Wellies it forward to Creaney, who has a second bite at it. Manages to get it for Tamworth. Passes it to Finn on the corner, but Lees intercepts it on. On a Tamworth's case, it is the left-hand post of Huddersfield, and it's that was almost a tap-in opportunity there for Tamworth. For Tamworth's second, and Tamworth are actually, dare I say it, Tamworth actually look to be more threatening at the minute, and Marshall has it for Huddersfield, kicks it out when he probably could have kicked it forward, and Tamworth have it, throwing, crosses it, and it's a shot on goal, and it's a shot off target, and two shots there in 10 seconds, and I think it's out for a corner for Tamworth, but that was so close for a second. Yeah, we had a close shot on set for a second tap in, as it went out for a throw in, comes back in there, and they have two point blank attempts there, and it's out for a Tamworth corner. And Tamworth now, they've got their pecker up, and they're attacking Huddersfield as if they're the side who's going to win this, and 56 minutes, it's not looking so good as they cross it to Liberd, and he's managed to get it on the far side of the box, but not such a good strike. In fact, he's deemed to have fouled somebody, so Tamworth get a yellow card, and Huddersfield won't have to defend another corner. It'll be a free kick in the goal area. So very, very close there. The corner came in, and he's deemed to have fouled the goalkeeper, I think. And gets a yellow card for it. And it's Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0, and Huddersfield can build from the back. Eventually gets over to Turton on the right hand side, tries crossing it, but Hollis grabs it for Tamworth, kicks it out. It's a Huddersfield throw in, short to Pearson, really quick, and to Kasumu, short, and a couple of little short 1-2s on the right hand side. I wish I knew how to say his name. Pearson, how do I say his name? Come on, you must know what I'm talking about. I can't say his name. Tamworth foul. They're in attack again, and they foul. It's like, instead of fouling him, just take the ball, and you would have had a good cross from that left hand side. But Tamworth just couldn't do it. I'm going to pull the guy's name up. Somebody out there is going to tell me. Is it Lorpen? Is it Lorpenda? I don't know if it's an I or an L. It doesn't really tell you on here. Is it an IORPENDA or is it an LORPENDA? I think it's I. Anyway, I'm sure you can tell me how to pronounce that Huddersfield guy's name. I ain't got a bloody clue. I'm going to have to listen to more videos on it. Ben Wiles pushes it forward, but it's a bad cross. Come pass, and Tamworth come forward, and they come forward on the break with somebody gives it to Finn, and Finn tries running down the right hand side for Tamworth, and is taken out of it. I think it could be a free kick to Tamworth. Pushes it forward, and it's offside for Tamworth, and Huddersfield can take that kick from the back, and Headley's going to take it from right at the back, kicks it forward. Singh kicks it back in, but Radalovic is right in the box, and he loses it. He's not a very good defender, he's more in the attack, and he loses it to Hollis, and Hollis has a shot and it's off target. And I'll tell you what, Tamworth are on the ascendancy in this game, and it doesn't look good for Huddersfield. I mean, having said that, if you look at the stats, and it doesn't look like that when you're looking at the game, it's 63% possession to Huddersfield and 37 to Tamworth. 9 shots for Tamworth, 3 on target, 1 goal. 10 shots for Huddersfield, 2 on target, no goals. But every time I've been in, it's been Tamworth that's been attacking. Every time I disappear, it's Huddersfield. So Huddersfield have a corner. Let's see what they can do. They're very good at corners, Huddersfield. I wouldn't be surprised if they do get back. I wouldn't be surprised if it was from a corner. Tonks. I keep wanting to call him Tonka Toys. Tonks kicks it out, and it's another corner for Huddersfield. Huddersfield's left. You want to know which side it's on? So Huddersfield's left. They've got a corner. We'll wait for this one to come in. Probably get whipped in, I should imagine. And it's whipped to the near post. And Hollis loses it. Lees has a shot on target. And I think Singh wellies it out as hard as he can. And Huddersfield try tapping it lamely back in. But Shikuna grabs it for Tamworth and does a couple of touches. Gives it to Brown in the Huddersfield half. Brown has a quick 1-2 and manages to get onto the right-hand corner. Sixth corner that was, and I think they've got a free kick. So Tamworth now this is actually quite a dangerous position to be in. If they can get this into the box, now Lees is going to come out with that one. So Lees comes out with that, and Huddersfield, they're still being pressurised, but they manage to pass it down the left over the line with Lonvik, and Lonvik can try and get somewhere past this back line. No, he can't do it. So he passes it to the middle for Marshall, but he gives it back to Lopenda, and I'll call him Lopenda. I'm sure you'll tell me if I'm wrong. Marshall back to Headley by the just inside the box on the left-hand side for Huddersfield, and Huddersfield are now starting to make sure they don't get left behind in the first round, and Huddersfield look like they're going to try and force this one as on 62 minutes. I'd say it was a corner. I think we're still making up his mind. I think it's a corner. Is he giving him a corner or not? So we'll go out. Marshall or Pender. Anyway, Huddersfield have it in their own half. We'll go out. We'll go as Huddersfield carry on attacking. It's now Notts County 3, Alfreton 1. So it looks like Notts County will be... we've missed... I thought we'd missed the start there. We haven't missed the start. Let's have a look. I thought we'd missed the start of it. 45 minutes. Yeah, it should be roughly started now, shouldn't it? I thought we'd missed the Luton Town start, but we haven't. We will turn on the radio to make sure we don't miss it. And I can listen to that as we watch. Tamworth give it away on their right hand side, but only to Marshall. Marshall can try and whip one in. But it gets kicked out, and they have a throw in. Throw it long, semi-long to Marshall on the left, just inside the left-hand side of the box. He tries crossing it, goes all the way across the box to McLinchy. McLinchy runs out for Tamworth. Can they go on the break? They've been very good at the breaks. I must admit, they've got some really good athletic players in the Tamworth squad. I certainly would think some of those would be, at least one or two of them are that quick. They could do a decent job in the lower half of the First Division, I think. Or League One. Yes. I'm used to the old divisions. And Lynchy kicks it and manages to get crossed into the box, and Kasumu has a timely interception of that one for Huddersfield. And Huddersfield on 65 minutes are behind. Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0. We're going to have a goal kick, I think. Kicks it forward. Oh, again, Ben Wiles crosses it into the box, this time from the right-hand side. And it's a poor cross straight towards Singh. And there'll be a goal kick now, because the goal is going to take it from the back for Tamworth, and we'll see where this one goes. We're still waiting for the Luton Town game to start. I can just hear the radio saying it's not started yet. It's always handy having the radio on as well, because you can always work out what's happening. Substitution for Huddersfield. I think they're getting a bit tetchy under the skin now as they try and. I don't think they really want to be going out at this stage of the game. Yes, I think the teams at the top, and it was something that was on the Talk Sport this morning. So they just started at Luton. Was that would teams at the top of League One prefer to be concentrating on the league and getting back into the Championship as it is for Huddersfield, rather than having the extra games and the extra workload on the players for of the FA Cup, when they know they're not going to win it, because it will be someone in the Premier League. So yeah, it was a very good question, and it's one worth asking. I mean, I know from our point of view, Rotherham, we're not going to win it. We're not going to get. We very rarely get to the second round, let alone the third. So what's the point in trying to get past the first? Because we're not going to get anywhere. Yeah, a few £100 extra in revenue, and that's about it. As Singh grabs that one, it's a cross by Huddersfield, but it's pretty lame. And Singh can rebuild it from the back. So goal kick for Tamworth. Oh, actually, before we do that, he's actually injured. So we'll leave it with the Tamworth goalkeeper down. And it's Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0, Notts County 3, Alfreton 1. We're going to the Luton game. That was the game we were going to be looking at. I didn't actually realise, and it was Tamworth Huddersfield on a Friday. So I'm happy that I did see it, because late on, put it in, and it seems like a really good game, and I think Huddersfield will probably get back to even Stevens, and I don't think you'd bank on them not winning it now that they've started to take a hold of the game. Although they've got to watch for the breaks that Tamworth are obviously doing, and Tamworth are very, very capable of taking them on the break, as we've already seen. Diane Garner on the right for West Brom loses it, but Rakic manages to get it back for West Brom. He gets the second ball. A lot of second balls West Brom are actually managing to get, as Bell takes it off of for Luton, off of West Brom, intercepts it nice. It's gone for a corner. And it's going to be a corner for West Brom. Bell just putting it out, not quite keeping it in. And we'll wait for the West Brom corner, and let's see if they can extend this lead to 2 goals. What do you think? Do you think West Brom can go against the run of play twice. I mean, it's even started the second half the same as the first. It's Luton Town all the way. 5 minutes of Luton Town pressure, and comes in and Grant hits it, but it's off target. Comes back out, and they have a second shot, but McGuinness kicks it out to Chong. Bit scrappy indeed it is. I agree with the radio commentator there. Very, very scrappy. But Adebayo manages to get it. Pulls it up to Hashioka. Hashioka, dang on, and makes a timely interception there for West Brom. And West Brom can try and pull it out now from sort of halfway inside the West Brom area. He's going to do a couple of 1-2s to try and keep the ball. It's a free kick to West Brom, I think, actually. So, kicks it back to the goalkeeper. And Hashio, he loses it to Luton in the box. And how the hell Luton didn't make the best of that? And Mowat can try and cool it down, but he doesn't. He kicks it straight back out. It comes straight back into Palmer. It was messy. It was. If one team would have just grabbed hold of it there, it would have either been safe for West Brom or in the back of the net for Luton. Ping pong ball again on the halfway line, and West Brom managed to go throw in on the halfway on their left. And there's just no class in this. There's bits of real Premier League class from both sides, and then all of a sudden you get the ping pong ball or the manic, just insane times where you think this is bottom of the Championship football, and it isn't. It isn't. We know what Luton can do. We know what West Brom can do. As Maja tries kicking it, but he can't quite get past that defence. He kicks it to the left for Wallace, and Krause grabs it and intercepts it. He's running quite a long way. He's got across the halfway line. He kicks it to the left for Adebayo. He gets it took off him, and Luton Town are so far forward that as soon as he kicks it forward, the West Brom guy, they're offside. And that's how far forward Luton were. They took the break and everybody just rolled up the pitch. Right, where are we? Holgate kicks it forward. Mengi in the halfway and kicks it forward. That's just an aimless kick shot. I don't know. Something's gone straight to Palmer in the West Brom goal. So 52 minutes. Actually, that was actually classed as offside, so it'll be a Palmer will take the offside kick, kicks it forward into the other half, but ball kicks it back. Bonus forwards Holgate in the West Brom end, kicks it back to Palmer, kicks it forward back to McGuinness for Luton. Why not give it away? You've done it twice. But Maggio manages to grab it off him and he walks it, runs it into the middle of the pitch. And Maggio's still going, a couple of 1-2s, but he just can't release a ball. He gets as far as that halfway, as that back line of Luton players, and in this case it's Hashioka that takes it off him and runs forward for Luton Town, and they just can't get into that last third. They've probably been into West Brom, probably been into Huddersfield box, probably less than the number of fingers on one hand, and yet Hashioka, pulls it out, walks it out, pulls it back to McGuinness in the box, and that it's almost like a little safe zone at the back, and Luton Town are I'd say it's something like what QPR did last weekend, where they put as soon as West Brom come forward, you've got as many players as they can muster in that box, just to make sure that any shot is not going to go directly in. It's going to have to go over or round and over, and that's what Rakic does. And it's tapped out by Kaminski. That must be a corner. No, it's going to be a.
Yellow card has been brandished for a West Brom player. Not too sure who has found themselves in the book. Hashioka was coming forward to Callum Styles.
Mengi on the right hand side for Luton Town. Oh, Styles, but he loses it, and then Hegem grabs the second ball, tries passing it back to Styles, but Krause has come away with it for Luton. Pass it back to Hashioka. Baptiste now on the pitch. But Baptiste loses it to Moa, who loses it to Clark, and then he gives it to Adebayo. Back to Krause, and Luton Town are cross it in, but it's out, and it's a goal kick to West Brom. So no classy finish. We wanted a bit of. I expect Luton to have that bit more class, bit more technical abilities up front, and to me Luton Town just lack that that final ball. We've got a substitution now for Luton Town, a double substitution.
Fresh legs could be something they could do, but to a certain degree I just think you can see that, for example, someone like attacking Sean or Clark or anything like that, the quality's there as well as the two forwards. I just think it's, for Luton, it's just been one of those games where it's just not gone their way. No, it hasn't, especially in front of goal. They found themselves frustrated. Adebayo,
especially in front of goal. I'd actually, that's the one thing I agree with. Luton Town's just, it gets in front of goal and it's just like fizzled out into nothing, and I can't believe that they're doing it. It's just so unbelievable. I'm actually going to go back. We need to keep an eye on the Huddersfield game, because knowing me, I would go and lose it, and it's still 3-1 to Notts County. And Tamworth have been attacking again, and Ben Wiles has managed to kick it out this time. 77 minutes. We've had a substitution for Tamworth. Finn's come off, and Enoru's come on for them. We've had double substitution for Huddersfield. Miller on for Headley. Kane on for Lorpenda. I'm glad about that. I don't have to say his name anymore. Immediately in the second half, we had Ward off and Marshall on for Huddersfield. So they've had 1, 2, 3 substitutions for Huddersfield, 1 for Tamworth. We'll listen to the Luton game as Miller comes down the left for Huddersfield. I think that's a free kick, which if it is, it's going to be quite a dangerous position. This could be one of those times. I like Huddersfield's set pieces. This could be quite dangerous. Let's wait and see. Huddersfield now. Miller got that. Just got cleared back into the midfield, and Miller can try and rebuild again, and just a wasted kick. Recast forward back to Marshall. Marshall in a shot off target there for Huddersfield, but should be able to do better than that. This is a good side, but at the minute they just seem to be panicking, Huddersfield, and let's just lay off a shot when, let's face it, Tamworth should be carefully looked at, pass it, if somebody has a better chance at shooting, give it away. But at the minute, it's I've got the ball, I'm going to shoot it, and it goes wide. Singh kicks it, and eventually, couple of passes later, it's with Maxwell at the other end. And even the goalkeeper's trying to get in on a pass for a shot. You know, assist goalkeeper. Luton Town. We were away from it, weren't we? And it's Luton Town who have equalised. You heard it on the radio. It's Luton Town 1, West Brom 1. Luton Town were on the ascendancy, but that final ball has been dreadful. Chong scores for Luton. Not actually the pass that he was supposed to be given, but it was a good pass anyway. How do you say that? So, Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0, and it's Maxwell for Huddersfield. Tries pushing it down, but Tamworth kick it straight back out. And Longvic for Huddersfield can try and build from the left-hand side. Lees, Marshall down the middle, and Marshall's been doing really well for. Well, that let's just check. Oh, and Radalovic has a shot, but it's off target, and Hollis gets it back in the box for Tamworth, who'll kick it out, and it's a corner to Huddersfield. Yeah, I just think that if Huddersfield are going to score, it's going to be from a corner or a free kick. Let it be true. I don't know. It's nice to see a giant kill him, but we know Huddersfield can do this, don't we? Singh grabs that one for Tamworth, and on 82 minutes, there'll be. Might be another corner, actually. I thought he'd managed to keep that one in.
And you see something like that of what he can do there, and you go, that's why he was so highly touted. But here come West Brom. Wallace with a ball into the box, looking for Meyer, and with the player back to him, West Brom will have the ball.
There's a corner to Huddersfield. We'll see how this one goes.
Right, we know that's the players in there, and I know it's not going to be reproduced every 5 minutes, but if you can do that on a game-to-game basis, he could be on his own.
Huddersfield are certainly on the ascendancy here. 82 minutes and 45 seconds. And Tamworth are going to make a substitution. So we'll go back into the other game. Luton 1, West Brom 1. We have 62 minutes and 45 seconds here at Luton Town.
So this is going to be a big plus for West Brom. And it also looks like Devante Cole is coming on.
So West Brom are going to go for the speed in this last 30 minutes. And let's see if the young and agile speed merchants can get down to work here for West Brom.
Luton's changes as well, but clearly they have worked for the hosts. And this is again just trying to get a response.
So Styles for West Brom. Kicks it forward down the middle. Kaminsky grabs it for Luton. As we move into 64th minute, and
from the angle we saw, the referee says no, not a chance. I think it looks a little bit harsh. I think it maybe hits his shoulder or his elbow. See a replay now, and watching that back.
Kaminsky now.
I think maybe Styles' point of view is, does he maybe, he's not pushed to push him into it, but he does have, Brown does have a hand on his back of him. We know how stuff can be given. I know there's no
Kaminsky. Oh, it's a free kick to Luton Town, I think. Kicks it in, into the box, but Cole kicks it out, but not very far. And Walsh has a shot, but it's off target, and going to be a corner. No, it comes out for Chong. Chong gives it away to Mowat, and Mowat now. Remember, that's the guy that gave that goal to Shooting, that goal to Luton Town with that poor pass, and he gives it to Maya in the West Brom half, and he's really all the way back and kicks it forward, but who's going to chase after it? It's straight to McGuinness in the Luton Town box, and it will be kicked out by Bell for a West Brom throw. Quite a dangerous one here. So this is a West Brom throw on their right hand side, right by the sort of level with the penalty spot, if you like. And we're going to see if West Brom can do the same as they did in the first half and go against the run of play, get a second goal. It's a really entertaining game, but unfortunately the final ball has just not been there. Throw it in. Morris kicks it out. Mowat's trying to make up for the fact that he's just given Luton Town the equaliser, isn't he? And I guess into Mengi. Mengi loses it. Hegem has a shot, but it's off target and comes off a defender. Holgate has a shot, and that's off target. And that goes back to eventually McGuinness. Back to Brown. Brown. West Brom trying to stop them from attacking. Baptiste cross it all the way to the far left hand corner, only for West Brom to kick it out for a Luton throw. This is a dangerous position for Luton Town. Luton Town have a throw in right by the corner flag. 66 minutes and we have West Brom defending. Baptiste to Chong. Chong now, he's been doing some good crosses lately, and 66 minutes and it's a corner. So, corner for Luton Town.
Yeah, there's another corner as well for Luton. Chong's just won it down the left-hand side. Good tracking back from Tom Fellows. Luton and starting to enjoy a lot more of it. And West Brom can take
so Fellows pops it over after Chong tried to just cross it in, but comes in and Furlong now kicks it out. 67 minutes. Another corner. Another Luton corner. Furlong kicking it straight out for a second one.
Another corner kick for Luton on the same side. Substitute Baptiste. We'll take it once again. Luton have players forward.
Oh, straight to the goalkeeper. Straight to the goalkeeper. Two corner. That's seventh corner there. Let's have a look at the yellow card situation. Just two yellow cards so far. One for Styles, one for Furlong. Both for West Brom, if you're interested. Styles loses it to Morris and in the wrong half gives it to Clark. Clark tries passing it back, does a 1-2, but Styles manages to replenish his situation and grab it and kick it forward, but only for Kaminsky. Kaminsky kicks it back out, but Maya grabs it, but Mengi grabs it back off him. You see what I mean? It's a little bit too lack of quality. He's just said it, lack of quality. He took the words right out of my mouth. And I agree with the commentator. There's just a lack of quality on both sides here. At the minute, 1-1 would probably be about right. Surely because the quality at the end is just not there. West Brom. Oh, Ashioka kicks it out for a West Brom throw-in on the left-hand side. And West Brom have a dangerous throw-in here. They could launch it into the box. Let's see what they do. 69 minutes. Short to Grant. Ahern Grant now. Back to Styles, who threads it through nicely to Rakic. Rakic, oh, and it's a goal kick to Luton Town. So let's have a look. It's now Notts County 4, Alfreton 1. And Notts County are going through to the second round of the FA Cup. And as it is at the minute, 7 minutes extra time. 7 at Tamworth, and it's 90 minutes. Let's follow this through to the final whistle. Or extra time. Turton for Huddersfield. Back to Kasumu. Kasumu now. Kane for Huddersfield. Just 6.5 minutes left as Marshall, can't do it. It's a Miller on the left hand side, tries to cross it into the middle, but Shikuna grabs it for Tamworth. And he's been quite good in it, but he loses it to the Ladapo. Ladapo's on the pitch, my God. And Ladapo now, back to Kane. And Ben Wiles has a shot, but it's off target. And Ben Wiles can hit a damn good shot and just couldn't get it on target. And it's a goal kick to Tamworth. Just 5.5 minutes now left for Huddersfield to make amends. And Luton Town nearly go into the lead there, as you heard on the radio. As we're watching the Tamworth game. We're going to have to stay with this one, as Tamworth have just kicked it out for a throw-in to Huddersfield in their half. And Huddersfield now, Longvic in the Tamworth, push it forward, but it's offside by Huddersfield. And Tamworth can take a breath of fresh air as it ticks over to 5 minutes left at Tamworth. 5 minutes for Huddersfield to try and get something from this game. Ladapo now at the front.
But it was a good piece of play to find Hashioka, who was free, good touch. There's a good ball into the box, and if anything, what you want is Morris back into the box, flying in for a header.
From a quick look, we've had Headley off, Iobenda off, Radalovic off, Ward off. We've had Kane on, Miller on, Marshall on, and Ladapo on. As Enuru tries crossing into the box for Tamworth, but Maxwell managed to kick that one out. He's managed to get it to Kasumu. Threads it through to Lonvic, and suddenly they're on the attack. Miller now by the left hand side goes across to Ladapo in the middle. He's outside the box. Ladapo can't do anything. He passes it to the right hand side for Kane. Kane now trying to push it down. Ben Wiles pass, and it's Marshall on the shot, and it's saved on the line by Tamworth. And Singh kicks it, and where the hell's it gone? Are they going for a corner? Help! I thought it was a corner, but nothing's been said yet. No, they're sticking with the goalie. No, or are they? Hang on a minute. Something's happening down there. A yellow card for a Tamworth player, which is stay on here. It's Creaney for Tamworth has got a yellow card. It was actually, was that inside the box? No, it was on the inside. What happened there? Miller loses it to Brown, and Tamworth are just attacking everything with both feet at the minute, and I mean literally with both feet. They're trying to make sure they don't let one in. It's 94 minutes 30 seconds. There's 97 minutes to play. 2.5 minutes for Huddersfield Town to try and make amends as they pass it back to midfield. Miller I think Miller's got a free kick in the Tamworth half. Kicks it in, but Singh wellies it as hard as he can out that box. He just doesn't want to see it in the Tamworth half. It manages to make its way to Maxwell, who kicks it forward, but a Tamworth player loses it right on the halfway line. It comes in from Huddersfield back to Ben Wiles near the corner of the box, but passes it it's come back to Kane. Lee's on the halfway, back to Kane. Crosses it in, but Tonks again. Tonks is doing a damn good job for Tamworth, and he kicks that one out, and on 95 minutes. This time surely it is a corner, isn't it? I think the other game is starting to heat up, don't you? You're listening to the Luton Town versus West Brom, and as I'm watching the Tamworth goalkeeper eventually take the kick and push it out to Wallace, the other game's absolutely firing up, and I can't wait to get back to it. 1 minute left at Tamworth. Can Huddersfield? They'll welly it forward from the goalkeeper. Ben Wiles crosses the halfway line, gives it to Kusumu. Kusumu now for Huddersfield Town, and Huddersfield aren't going to let this one go easily. They pass it to Miller on the left-hand side, and Miller's trying to cross it. He crosses it to Ladapo. Ladapo with the ball, passes it back to Miller. He doesn't take the first shot. He should have took that one. He gives it back to Marshall. Marshall has a shot, but it's off target. And hang on. Oh, it's gone back to Ben Wiles. Ben Wiles crosses it in, but Libbard kicks it out. Only as far as Lees. Lees has a shot, and that's off target. Bounces off a defender. Lees has another shot. It comes out. Ladapo has a third shot, and that one's off target. And the ball's bouncing around like a bloody ping pong ball. It's out for a goal kick on 97 minutes. And if that isn't going to cross the line at 97 minutes, Huddersfield having shot after shot after shot, and it must be about 4 or 5 shots there. And how the hell Tamworth managed to get out of that one alive, heaven only knows. And it's Tamworth are making a substitution, 97 minutes and 27 minutes into 90 minutes plus 7. And this is just frantic at Tamworth. I mean, we've got to see that one on replay. We have got to see that on replay. That is such a... They kick it out. And actually, Creaney's managed to get it for Tamworth. He's gone into the other... He's approaching the box. He's passing it across to Anuru. And it's a full time. It's Tamworth 1. Huddersfield 0. Huddersfield are out of the FA Cup. And I didn't see that one coming. And you've got to see those last 4 or 5 shots on goal. That was just... how the hell that one stayed out. I haven't a clue, guys. Tamworth fans going absolutely nuts. And who blames them? They're into the second round of the FA Cup. Luton Town now, as we've been hearing, Luton Town have been pressurising the West Brom goal. It's now with Jack Clark on the right hand side for Luton Town. Cross it in, but Palmer kicks it out to Furlong. Hegem in the middle. 78 minutes. Approaching 79. Malumbi I want to see what the other game was. I think the other game's finished. But yeah, it's been a frantic day at Luton. Luton Town have been on top of this game for all the game, really, apart from the first 10-15 minutes. And as they try crossing, but West Brom kick it out. There was a little bit of pressure just after the equaliser by West Brom, but it's immediately turned back to Luton, as you heard when we were listening to the last few minutes of the Huddersfield game. And West Brom with a throw-in in their own half on the right hand side. Holgate tries to kick it down the right, but Walsh gets the second ball, and Walsh can try and play from their own half. Then there might be a free kick to Luton Town, actually. Short to McGuinness. Mengi. To McGuinness. Bell. Brown. They're attacking now down the middle. Oh, back to Mengi. Ashoka's still on the pitch, still doing quite a good job. I think he's further forward now than he was. Chong loves that left corner, and Chong in fact walks with it from the left corner. He has a shot and it's off target. And I tell you what, he did a good job, Chong. There, he got all the way from the left-hand corner, all the way to the middle for a shot, and absolutely brilliant work by Chong there. As this time Luton cross it in from the right hand side, and Holgate kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson kicks it out down the middle, but to Mowat. Mowat gets the second ball and gives it back to Styles. Mowat, Johnson. Back to Fellows. Mowat. They're in the Luton half now with Mowat. Across to Styles on the left hand side. Styles now for West Brom as they try building down the left. And Styles can try to do a couple of 1-2s. Grant, Styles, Grant, Johnston. I know they're trying to go. Oh, as Johnston tries a shot, but it's off target. They're trying for the speed. They're trying for the speed of because obviously Styles is quite good at speed, but it's not working, and the class just isn't there. And I've been saying this for ages, Jake. You know, they're like, there's great play in all areas of the pitch, but when Luton or West Brom are both the same, when they get into the final third, that final quality just isn't there. And Luton Town there, they got a chance and a dreadful shot, and then Walsh has a shot, but it's tame. Miles over the bar. You know, there's no final quality in either of these two sides. And how the hell West Brom is so high up when they just lack that final quality ball? I mean, how many times have they won 3 or 4-0? None, isn't it? I think they just don't seem to have that ability. But at the minute, 1-1. We've just seen Huddersfield Town go out of the FA Cup to Tamworth. Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0. I'm sure you like that one, don't you, Jake? Tamworth 1, Huddersfield 0. Do you want me to repeat the score? I know. It's rotten. I know Jake supports. Oh, Luton Town again! That final ball, and he gets it in the box and he just fluffs it, and Furlong just kicks it out, and here's a corner.
Hashioka hits the front post and he goes out for a goal kick.
No, he's gone for a goal kick. There's no bloody quality at the end. It's like, at least if you're... He's literally a foot from the line and he heads it on the post. That's not unlucky, that's bad. It's supposed to be a Premier League class strikers and they just can't even hit the net. They have to hit the target. I don't think it is a good header. It's a naff header. It's off target. How can you call it a good header? It's not on target. That does annoy me. How can you call it a good header when it doesn't hit target? Ah, oh, dear Lord. No, because we're on the Luton game, Jake. I've only got the radio to rely on the Tamworth one, so I've not seen it. But I tell you what, there was a cracking end of game from what the radio said. 4 or 5 shots on target in the last 10 seconds by Huddersfield, and Huddersfield should have equalised in that last 5 seconds. They were just manic, and I really do have to have a look at that on television. Really do need to see the end of the game because it sounded an absolute nightmare.
Just when you think Luton are on top, it's West Brom creating chances, and I mean it's been a brilliant second half.
I saw it was a throw-in from Tamworth right, and it was right. It was a damn long throw that he had to have done.
It's really the goals of this second half. Johnson whips in the corner to the front post. It's a really poor delivery.
And it went down. Yeah, it did go down as an own goal. Yeah.
Once again, the ball back is a poor one. West Brom are claiming for a penalty there.
Yeah, I think Holgate who's gone down. It gets there just before, is it Clark?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Touches the goalkeeper, and he gets an own goal. It's like he could have just left it, and it would have been just easier, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's one to see, isn't it? Really. Did you see it then on television? We're on 86 minutes. Clark's just stole it back for Luton Town, and Luton Town have been really well on target, well ahead in this game. The class just isn't there. West Brom scored totally out of... It was against the run of play completely. And Luton just kept doggedly attacking, but I still don't like either goal. I don't think there was great class to either of them.
Being cleared as of yet. Baptiste can only put it out for a throw-in. Was so close to being a corner again. The ball whipped in, just going to see it. It was a bit
I don't know how many corners they've had in this game. They must have had a damn lot of corners. Yeah, Luton Town have had 6 corners so far.
Into the penalty area. Still all the centre-backs, the big men in the penalty area from this long throw. The referee's
long throw. Let's see where this one goes. For West Brom. All the way to Brown. Easily kicks it out. And there's a throw into West Brom on the opposite side. Is that true, Jake? Oh my God! And I was looking at the Huddersfield side, and there's three Rotherham players in the Huddersfield side. You've got Johnson now kicks it in, and Hagan for West Brom. Oh, Guinness losing it. Cole has a shot on target, and Cole nearly won it for West Brom as Kaminski manages to defend well on the line, and Kaminski just wells it out.
Brilliant save from Kaminski, and that could have been a magic moment
Could have been a winner there by West Brom, but Kaminsky did a worldly save against a worldly overhead kick. And he also kicks it straight out, but kicks it to Clark. And actually, hold on. Chong's got it. Chong gives it, crosses it in, but Johnston manages to save the day there with an interception. Kicks it out, but he kicks it out as far as Mengi. Mengi tries running into the box, but he can't do it. He comes back out, cuts to the left, but Bell loses it to Fellows, and Fellows can try and thread it down the left-hand side, but the Fellows gets taken out by a Luton player. We're on 89 minutes and 37 seconds here.
Really silly, isn't it? Because Cole's got the ball and he's coming away with it. There will be a yellow card.
Yeah, Cole got it nicely from Fellows there. Yeah.
The referee has given, so I believe it's that first yellow card for Luton.
It is the first yellow for Luton.
It's just Belly picks the ball up and there's a little bit of Malumba tries to get it, then Malumba does get it, just wasting a little bit of time. And probably as well, not trying to waste time for a draw, I think wasting time to let his teammates get back.
Cole for West Brom, back to Swift, but Swift loses it. Mengi intercepts the 1-2 between the two of them. Gives it back to Hashioka, and Hashioka's trying to get a ball through to push it forward, but it just gets intercepted by West Brom right in the centre circle. Try and kick it forward down the left, but it goes out, and that was a wasteful kick, and it's a throw into Luton Town. Short gets to halfway, they try crossing it straight, panic and crossing it into the West Brom box, but that's an easy grab for Palmer. And Palmer tries a couple of touches later, it's short, but a couple of touches later it's almost in the box, but West Brom lose it. And that then gets wellied down to halfway, and it slowly goes into the box for Luton, but comes back out. Styles grabs the ball, pushes it forward, but Luton Town can have a throw in on the halfway line. What have I gone for tomorrow for? I've gone Port Vale 0, Barnsley 4. I've gone Rotherham 1, Cheltenham 0. I thought it was Chelmsford, but it's Cheltenham. Anybody else want any good scores? Oh dear, nice one. I like that one. That's a good one. I can guarantee Jake comes up. Styles, Moa, West Brom, each of them are just welling it forward now. This isn't football, this is ping pong ball. So West Brom kick it forward. Mengi grabs it for Luton Town he kicks it forward, and this time Carlton Morris gets it in the box. Carlton Morris for Luton Town, pass it back to Ashioka. He just wouldn't let one off, and back to his own half. Walsh now tries pushing through. Baptiste now for Luton Town because it's short to Ashioka. Back to Baptiste, back to Ashioka. Walsh, the little triangle, but they're not going anywhere. And Luton Town are just stuck behind this line of West Brom, and they just can't get through it. McGuinness is actually over in the West Brom half. Mengi pushes it forward, but that's easy for Palmer. And on 93 minutes, it's Palmer that will build from the back. It's 93 minutes and 40 seconds, 20 seconds to go as Palmer's wasting time in his own box. It looks like he's actually happy to take a 1-1 draw. It goes down the right-hand side for West Brom, but Luton Town kick it forward. Hagen heads it back out, but Brown heads it back in and starts to... he's actually managed to win it back, and Brown now for Luton Town. Is this the last chance? Chong in the left-hand corner. He loves that left corner, doesn't he? He can't do much.
Driving forwards down the left-hand side, he overruns it. That surely goes out for a goal kick. It does, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Just couldn't get that one to cross in, and Chong's really good in that left corner usually, but he just couldn't do it. Just couldn't manage to keep up with the ball. This is going to be a West Brom throw, and it's full time. It's full time. Luton Town 1, West Brom 1, and yeah, there are. I don't think anybody actually got that score prediction right. I said 2-1 to West Brom, then I changed it to 2-1 to Luton Town. It was actually 1-1. Wow. The score of the day is, of course, Tamworth 1, Huddersfield Town 0, and Tamworth live to fight another day. We'll see you all tomorrow, including the Barnsley game and the Rotherham game, and we shall be following the FA Cup tomorrow. Together with the Championship games. I don't know how we're going to play it because that's a hell of a lot of games to keep the score on. So do bear with me tomorrow. It could be quite manic tomorrow. I do apologise now if you're going to listen because I've got so many bloody games to cover. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Jon S Sports Channel. I'll see you tomorrow. Like and subscribe. See you then. And I'll see you, Jake, hopefully. If Cole could have... I'll leave the Cole